Yeah, Mom. Yeah, Burger King's great. No, I said I want the kids' meal. Yes, but the toy. Apple juice. And orange slices. Thanks, Mom. Alright. Oh, God! What's up, guys? Welcome back to Super Film Guys Insane Film Reviews. I'm Mike. Today we're going to be tackling Every Breath You Take, directed by Vaughn Stein. Came out April 2nd, 2021. Let's get into it.
Dr. Clark, my best friend.
She's dead.
Where are you?
Somebody hit her with a car.
Daphne, listen to me.
I know what you're afraid of.
I'm not like that anymore.
Stay where you are.
This week we're going to be doing things a little bit differently, tackling the review at several different points, including story, characters, overall production quality, and then we'll give it an overall score at the end. Let's start with the story. So the story centers around Philip, played by Casey Affleck, who plays a psychiatrist who has recently lost a patient to suicide. Philip and his wife Grace are also grieving because they had recently lost a son in a car accident. So this kind of adds to the stress they're already dealing with. The movie begins with Philip's wife Grace driving their son to hockey practice when they get into a horrific car accident. It's revealed that their son actually died in the car accident and that Philip kind of holds Grace responsible, even though she's not. We skip the present day when Philip and Grace's relationship is very strained and even worse with their daughter Lucy. Philip is driving home when he receives a call from Daphne saying her friend had died in a car accident. Philip asks her if she's okay and she says she'll talk about it at their scheduled appointment the next day. Later that day during dinner, the police show up at Philip's house saying that Daphne had committed suicide. He goes to the scene with the police where he meets James, played by Sam Claflin, who is Daphne's brother. Throughout the rest of this very long movie, James infiltrates Philip's family, seducing both his wife and daughter and crumpling his psychiatry practice with many complaints to his bosses. At a certain point in the film, he almost tries to kill Grace, but backs out at the last minute and drives away. At this point, we still don't really know what his motivations are, but if you're really watching it closely, you can kind of predict what's going to happen, and the whole plot is really just convoluted and kind of predictable. But I digress. It's later revealed that James is actually Daphne's abusive boyfriend she was trying to get away from in the beginning of the film. And apparently he's the one who killed her friend in Portland as a way to get her to get back with him. She says no, so I guess he kills her. And it's not really ever explained how he killed her and made it look like a suicide. He kills her, and then it's revealed that he's actually going after Lucy, Philip's daughter, as revenge for driving them apart. Philip and Grace race home to save Lucy, but James is already there. A fight ensues, and James is killed after Grace stabs him with an ice skate. And then the credits roll. Alright, so let's talk about production. Cinematography is great. Every shot looks great. Every shot looks meaningful. But there's other things. Characters. Every character in this movie feels very one-sided. Very flat, very dull, very mediocre. Except for James. Sam Claflin plays an excellent villain in this film. You feel his pain, you feel his anger, and you are almost rooting for him because everyone else just seems very dull and corny and awful. Sam Claflin plays an excellent villain right up to the last frame. Casey Affleck, on the other hand, he's usually very good in his films, but he just seems like he doesn't have a lot to do here. Michelle Monaghan and India Isaac's characters are very undermined in this film. They don't really take away or add anything to the story, but their performances are good either way. Let's talk about the movie overall. The plot moves very slowly. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 45 minutes, and it feels like it should only be an hour. From the point where Daphne commits suicide, to the ending of the film, you pretty much know exactly what's going to happen. You know that James is clearly not her brother and clearly has darker intentions for Philip's family, but it's just very drawn out, and they save the reveal for like the last 30 minutes of the movie. The rest of the movie is pretty much calls from Philip's boss with complaints, Philip driving around, Grace driving around, James driving around. That's it. Writing was okay. But like I said, very predictable plot. There's a very great line about the worst hurt you've ever felt is when you do something good and you get scolded for it. Very good line delivered from James. But other than that, pretty mediocre. Stale characters, couple good performances. All in all, the movie's really only worth the first 30 and the last 30 minutes. So If you want to watch it, if it's free, I would flip it on. Why not? I'm gonna give Every Breath You Take a 2 out of 5 stars. I did not like it. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed my review, like and subscribe. I've been Mike from Super Film Guy. Don't forget to follow my Twitter at Super Film Guy, and I will see you next time. Hey Mom. Oh, the food's here? Oh, sweet. What do you mean they forgot the apple juice?